Welcome back to my channel, Sunshine Shoulders. I'm Calvin. Thank y'all so much for stopping by again today. Another man loses his life savings in a romance scam. You say, Cal, we heard that all before. What's the big deal? Well, when you find out why men send money to strangers online, it's going to shock you. That's what this video is about. We couldn't all be damn fools. There's got to be other reasons people are sending money other than us being gullible and simps. So I looked it up. I did some research. Because a gentleman in Florida ended up sending a woman over $50,000. A woman he thought was a woman that he met online. He's 70 years old, down in Pasco County, Florida. And I had to look that up, Dade City. So any of you guys in Florida, you may be familiar with that place. But the crazy thing about this, guys, it's 2025. Technology is on a whole other level now, because you say, well, message the woman. FaceTime her. Well, they did that using AI. Come to find out, the profile was from over in Nigeria. They got his money. He almost lost everything, his house that he had inherited, from his family and everything. All because his search for love. So I said, let me look this up. Let me see what the experts say. The top reasons. Why do we do it? Why do we still do it in 2025? With everything that we know about these love scams and everything. Well, the first reason was, and these are in order, intimacy, a desire for intimacy. We basically bind the relationship. We want the guarantee. We want the woman to think, or we're thinking that, if we send money, if we support her, it's going to strengthen the relationship. I'm going to get everything out of it that, I want, basically. But the desire for intimacy. People want that emotional connection. So we send them that money. And if you're along that line, be honest with yourself. Because this is a serious thing. It's a multi-billion-dollar scam or business. Because we've all done it. It's not the fact that you didn't do it, but why did you do it? Because people justify it. They say, oh, well, I only sent enough so we could communicate for hellos. It doesn't matter. You sent it to a stranger, somebody you didn't know. We want to know why you did it. And that's what this video is about. But number one is intimacy. Number two is trying to establish trust. We send the money. Okay, I'm a good guy, remember? You can trust me. See, if I wasn't, why would I send you money? So I want you to meet me at the airport or the hotel or whatever it is. But we're trying to establish a relationship. We're trying to get closer. Okay, because that's going to lead to other things, obviously. Remember, trust, in my opinion, is greater than love. If I can trust you, that's number one. Love may come and may not. But building trust, we're reeling them in. But number three is, of course, love scams and romance scams, manipulation and scammers. That's the third reason, man. It's shocking, right? You thought that's going to be the first reason. It's not. But we fall for these scams, knowing good and damn well you shouldn't be sending $50,000. He sent $47,000. I'm going to put the link in the description. He sent $47,000 in one shot. Okay? We should know better now. But he was saying that he was lonely. This is his words. He felt that God had sent him a woman, the woman that he prayed for. And she, eventually got him over $50,000 in the scam. And they'll come up with all sorts of reasons why they need you to send the money. My tuition, an emergency, somebody died. Y'all have heard this story before, see? But that's the third reason why men send money to strangers online. We're going to talk more about this on my live stream, because if you can't get honest with yourself, there's no hope for you. You know, my whole goal is to prevent one man from losing his life savings. I'm giving away more money than he should be giving away. But that's number 3. You know, number 4 is, you're going to be shocked about this, control. Yeah, you want to control the woman. You want the control of the relationship. And that's what happens with a lot of us. Even if you don't send the money, certainly to the Philippines, when you get over here, you're using your income as a means of control. We swing that carrot in front of her face. You know, do this, do that. Treat me like this, treat me like that. Or you don't get any money. But we send them the money because we want control. Maybe it's a peekaboo. Whatever it is, it's control, guys. And that's the number one reason. Well, that's another reason, why we send money. We're not all fools. We're not all simps. We're not all gullible. I meet guys from all walks of life, all races, creeds, colors, educational levels, financial levels, and we all send money. But most of us send it for different reasons. But yeah, control. We want to control. And of course, loneliness and isolation. You thought that would be at the top. Well, about 30 to 50% of seniors, people 65 and over, suffer from chronic loneliness. 55 and over is about 20%, which is my channel, 45 and up. We suffer from chronic loneliness, and so we send money. We want that companionship, even if it's online. We want that conversation. We want that attention. We're isolated. We're withdrawn from society. So we're using technology. We're using social media to make up for that. And we end up forming these bonds, or forging these bonds that break us, man, and we end up in the poorhouse. You know, there's ways, man, we don't talk enough, let me say that, about loneliness, isolation, and how to control it. But if you think, not for sure whether you're suffering from loneliness and isolation, the number one thing is if you're spending far too much time with technology and the internet and social media. If you're spending way too much time, that's a sign that you're lonely. That's the number one sign. Okay. This is crazy. You know, in 2025, men are still losing their life savings and just big quantities of money to women online. But it's not just men. Women are losing their money too. But the last reason is validation and self-esteem. You know, a lot of the reasons we have that I'm talking about today has a lot to do with validation. You know, and we send it to them. You know, it makes us feel good. I'm the provider, you know, because a lot of cultural expectations have a lot to do with it too. Oh, you're the woman, because we come over here, certainly, and we want this traditional woman. You stay at home, you cook, you clean, you take care of me. I'm going to take care of all the bills. Okay, I'm going to be the knight in shining armor. I'm going to be Captain Save-A-Ho. And so we do it. We send the money. We play that role, because a lot of times over here, I can only speak for over here, I'm in the Philippines, these women don't even ask us for money. They may tiptoe around it and everything like that, but they're not going to ask you for the money because they know that's a red flag. That's a flashing red light. You know, so they'll let you fall into one of these categories and start sending the money on your own. Because remember, they've got everything over here that they really need except money. They don't need your love. They don't need your companionship. They don't need any of that. They need your money. So thank y'all so much for stopping by. It's crazy to even continue to have discussions like this, but we need to have them more and more and more. Don't let your guard down, man. Don't say, oh, we've heard that story before, Cal. Until it stops completely, but it'll never stop completely, because remember, we're human beings. This is the best we can do, really. There's no helping us. Wherever we are, is going to be chaos and confusion and all of that stuff. The best thing you can do is to talk about it. Maybe you can save one or two people, or at least get them to thinking about what they're doing. A woman you've never physically had any contact with, you're going to send her over $50,000 cash money? You almost lose your house and everything. You take out a home equity loan to send the money. This guy was crazy, man, I thought. But we're not all crazy. We're not all simps. We're not all gullible, man. We're not all suckers. It's a lot of reasons we send money. All you got to do is be honest, see? Well, they say the first step in solving a problem is to admit there is a problem. So if you're in America, if you're in the Philippines, wherever you are, find your heart to help somebody. Not a day goes by that I don't help somebody. I'm going to help you today. I'm going to give you a suggestion. A lot of men over here in the Philippines, we try to go without health insurance. Mike Onstad is basically our resident health insurance agent over here in the Philippines, okay? He gets you a hassle-free policy, you know, but remember, it's your health, ladies and gentlemen, that determines your premium. It's what buys your health insurance. But the Pacific Cross policy that he offers more is going to cover your hospital bills, emergencies, 400 emergency rooms in hospitals, 20,000, 300,000 doctors here in the Philippines. So I always put his information in there. I always plug Mike. I'm a fellow insurance agent. But yeah, we always try to go without that over here. You're taking a chance. We were talking about this last night at Booby's birthday party. And thank you to everybody that showed up. The kids had a good time. It was nice being around people you could talk to and relate to. But yeah, Michael Onstad, man, check him out. Because if I don't know anything else, I know this one thing for sure. When we help other people, we help ourselves. Take care. Stay safe, stay out of trouble. I'll see you next time. And don't do anything stupid, man. Keep your money in your pocket or in your bank account. Stop giving your money away like that. Certainly if you're going to come to a place like the Philippines, you're going to need the money somewhere down the line. Okay? Stop justifying why you're sending the money. It doesn't matter why you're sending it. It's wrong. These are strangers. You have no obligation to take care of them. Certainly when you don't know them. But the number one reason we do it, man, we want the booty. We're trying to buy the relationship. We're trying to buy the woman, basically. And that's a rabbit hole, man, that it never ends. The more money you send, the more money you're going to have to send. The more money you spend, the more money you're going to have to spend. So take care, everybody. Enjoy this beautiful Sunday. I'll be in Dumaguete tomorrow for my extension. If you see me, man, holler at me, man. Let's have lunch, cup of coffee, or whatever it is. Take care.